Hi everyone, I am Storm Dragon, and for my very first video upload, I'm going to be playing Dargon Age Inquisition. For those of you that don't know, this is the third in the series, one of my absolute favorite series. I've played this several times, several different characters. This time I'm going to play a Canary, and I think I'm going to play a mage this time. I am using a custom world setting. Even though it says default, it's on Dargon Age Keep, it shows default there as well. So I'm hoping this is the right one. If not, oh well. I've never played with a world state straight out of the game. I've always used my saves from Dargon Age and Dargon Age 2. So it would be a different experience for me. Like I said, I've played this many times. I've only actually completed the main story once. Though I played with a human, an elf, a dwarf. Canary is going to be the first for me. Alright, so the beginning of this is a little odd, because you get a few minutes of this and then it goes into character creation. But it's the best way to start character creation when you put it into the start of a game like this. This game has one of the most customizable that I've seen, although it's not as customizable as I would like. I have seen a few that have the better customization, more tweaking of tiny little details, being able to change the color specifically to what you want it, the hairstyles. Although you can do it with like the human, elf, and dwarves on this, you can change the hairstyle. This one you have to have the hairstyle with the horns. I really don't like because they all seem to make it look like she's bald unless she's got the little mohawk thing. Which I usually don't go for those kind of hairstyles, but it may work with this one. Normally I do a wide range of looks. I go from kind of plain and boring and to all the over to the complete extreme, where misshapen features, clown makeup, like some people like to refer to, just makeup that's really bright and overdone. With this one, I'm going to just do basic, a basic look with this one. While I do like a lot of the horn options on this game, I really, really wish you could change the hairstyles that go along with it, instead of just the color. But you can't, so you have to pretty much choose the style of horn that you like, and hope it's a hairstyle that you can deal with. Or if you prefer, just stick with the hairstyle you like, even if you don't really like the horns. The voice options with this, I'm a little disappointed with because there's not a lot. They do have a Cassandra-like voice, which I've never heard on this before. So I'm wondering if that's a glitch. It's possible. And it could be that I just never discovered it. And the other one is a carryover from Dargon Age 2. Since I don't really like the hairstyle on this one, I'm going to go back to the other that I liked. Then we'll finish up with the character creation and move along with the game. Alright, quick little choose the name. I'm going with the default one. And now to this beginning. With this beginning, I don't think if this were actually me and I was in that, I don't think I would just be wandering around. I would probably be running. I definitely would not be sitting around waiting for creepy spider-looking things to chase me up the hill. I always thought that thing was an alien. You do find out later who it is, but still looks like an alien. And now we fall out of the rift and pass out. And into the cell we are. Not the best place to wake up. There's how would be the last place I'd want to wake up. And I'm sure that mark can't be very pleasant.
Tell me why we shouldn't kill you now. The conclave is
This reminds me of a
everyone who
good cop,
attended
bad
is
cop
dead,
scenario.
except for you.
Cassandra is the bad cop, and Liliana
Explain
the good cop.
this.
I can't.
What do you mean you can't?
I don't know what that is, or how it got there.
You're lying!
We need her, Cassandra.
Yes, you need me. I'm the only one that can help you.
I can't believe it. All those people dead. Do you remember what happened?
Haven't quite decided if I'm going to be a really, really nice person or a complete bitch in this one.
Chasing me, and then
I usually go either nice or
she reached
neutral.
out to me, but then
And when I'm in a bad mood, I'll be a complete bitch. But I've never
Go
been
to the forward camp, Lily.
that way all the way through
I
this
will
game
take
yet.
you to the rift.
what did happen?
It will be easier to show you.
That is
We call it
one
the
big
breach.
hole in the sky.
It's a massive rift into the world of demons that grows larger with each passing hour. It's not the only such rift, just the largest. All were caused by the explosion of the conclave.
An explosion can do that?
This one did. Unless we act, the breach may grow until it swallows the world. Each time the breach expands, your mark spreads, and it is killing you. It may be the key to stopping this, but there isn't much time.
You say it may be the key. Doing what?
Closing the breach. Whether that's possible is something we shall discover shortly. It is our only chance, however. And yours.
Of course, it's everybody's only chance, because nobody knows how to
You still
close
think I did
it.
this? To myself?
Not intentionally. Something clearly went wrong.
And if I'm not responsible?
Someone is, and you are our only suspect. You wish to prove your innocence? This is the only way.
Of course it is.
So I don't really have a choice about this.
None of us has a choice.
Yes, let's parade
They
through
have
all of the
decided to
people.
yield. They need it. The people of Haven mourn our most
So they can
holy,
judge
divine
me.
Justinia, head of the Chantry. The conclave was hers. It was a chance for peace between mages and Templars. She brought their leaders together. Now they are dead.
One thing I like about these games is you don't really have to play the one before to get the gist of what's going on, because they kind of explain a little bit,
Until the breach is sealed.
especially in the second one, about what's going on, what happened in the first one, what's going on, what's about to
There
happen.
will be a trial.
They don't do
I can
quite
promise
as good of a job on this one, but they do kind of explain it, so you can pick it up
Where are you
without playing any of the other two.
Your mark must be tested on something smaller than the breach.
Blessed are the righteous.
Yes, because that would be really dumb
Open the
to
gate. We are heading into the valley.
try it on the big one first and have it fail. I could just see it. Walk right up to it, ignore all the others. Boom, everybody dies.
Michael, it's the end of the world.
I love the graphics with this one. They are so amazing. They went into a lot of detail with this game.
The pulses are coming faster now. The larger the breach grows, the more rifts appear, the more demons we face.
How did I survive the blast?
They said you stepped out of a rift, then fell unconscious. They say a woman was in the rift behind you. No one knows who she was. Everything farther in the valley was laid waste, including the Temple of Sacred Ashes. I suppose you'll see soon enough.
And fall into the frozen creek. Gotta love it. First combat. Yeah. Try out my wizard powers. Or mage powers. Wizard, mage, both the same. They both cast magic. combat system in this is a lot like the second one. But you get a little bit more customization.
Now.
I love how Cassandra just reaches for her weapon and says, "Drop your weapon now,"
Wait.
when she was only trying to help. I think she
You don't
jumps to
need a
conclusions quite a bit,
But you should have one.
or at least
I
to
cannot protect
the extreme sometimes. Very first time I saw Cassandra was in the Dragon Age movie.
I should remember you did not
Didn't like her then.
intend to run.
In that one, don't like her much now.
Take these potions. Make a note what we will face.
Where
Gotta
are we?
love health potions.
At the forward camp.
They
or
are your friend.
We are on our own.
They're
for
definitely my friend. Oh yeah, showing you how to use the abilities.
now. There! Watch out! If we flank them, we may gain the advantage.
And do they even get close to me? Probably. Yep. I forget to use my abilities sometimes. And just like the hack and slash part of it. There really isn't a lot of things to find in the beginning, but you can still pick up things like elf root. There's some coin here and there. A couple other random, mostly mundane stuff. So this part I pretty much just kind of run through, although I will do a little bit more than
It attacks from
I usually do on this one, because there's a couple of places I really haven't explored yet. 'Cause I like to get through to the main part and get into the open world part of it, so I can pretty much just go where I want to. So one thing I love about this particular game is the first Dragon Age game where it was open world. In the first one you had quite a few different places you could go, but it was still, you had to go from one point to the next, and then you could walk around in that area and explore and fight stuff and whatnot. In the second one, you were limited to the city, both in daytime and nighttime, and then the outskirts, and that was it. Although there was a part where you went into the deep roads, but I hate the deep roads, both in Dragon Age Origins and Dragon Age 2. I don't know why I hate them, but I hate them. They are a pain in the butt. Lots of darkspawn. You'll probably notice I have a tendency to use lightning a lot. It's one of my favorite type of spells to use. Most of my mage characters, whether I'm playing a video game RPG or a tabletop RPG like Dungeons and Dragons or Pathfinder, I usually end up playing some sort of spellcaster that uses air magic, which gives us lightning. Yes, gotta love lightning. It seems like you go up the mountain a lot.
You can hear the fighting.
Keeps going up and up And up.
You'll see soon. We must help them.
Ooh, first team fight. Yeah. And the first rift, I think. Yeah. Some of my, one of my favorite characters in this series is introduced here shortly. And there he is.
Quickly!
He is
before
so
more come
funny.
through.
What did you do?
I did nothing. The credit is yours.
I closed that thing. How?
Whatever magic opened the breach in the sky also placed that mark upon your hand. I theorized the mark might be able to close the rifts that have opened in the breach's wake. And it seems I was correct.
Meaning it could also close the breach itself.
Possibly. It seems you hold the key to our salvation.
And there you have it. The way I can help save everybody.
Varric Temptress, rogue, storyteller, and occasionally unwelcome tag along.
Are you with the Chantry, or...
Was that a serious question?
Technically, I'm a prisoner, just like you.
I brought you here to tell your story to the Divine. Clearly, that is no longer necessary.
Yet, here I am. Lucky for you, considering current events.
That's a nice crossbow you have there.
Ah, isn't she? Bianca and I have been through a lot together.
You named your crossbow Bianca.
Of course. And she'll be great company in the valley.
Absolutely not. Your help is appreciated, Varric, but...
Have you been in the valley lately, Seeker? Your soldiers aren't in control anymore. You need
My name is Solus.
Varric is as much of a smartass as he is good with that crossbow,
He means
which is his favorite weapon, or weapon of choice, however you prefer. I like Solus, but he does something that I don't like. I'm not going to spoil it. We'll find out later on in the game.
Technically, all mages are now apostate, Cassandra.
It made me not like him at all. Well, I still like him.
Far beyond the experience of any circle mage.
He's an elf and I happen to like elves, but I don't like what he did. Let's just say that.
Regardless of origin.
That's a commendable attitude.
Merely a sensible one. Although sense appears to be in short supply right now. Cassandra, you should know, the magic involved here is unlike any I've seen. Your prisoner is a mage, but I find it difficult to imagine any mage having such power.
Understood. We must get to the forward camp quickly.
Well, Bianca's excited.
He is such a smartass. And
This
off
way,
we
down the
go
bank. The road ahead is blocked.
to the major
We must move
rift.
quickly.
Now here in just a few minutes I'm going to take a quick little break and we'll get started with the next part of it. It will be in a different episode, of course, but we'll finish the main part of the prologue.
Demons ahead. Glad you brought me now, Seeker?